We'll literally show you the career that you've been itching, dying, wanting to see.
Time to experience the nooks and crannies of careers with your own 2 feet on.
K-Patch
with Cedric.
It is a Monday, so to brighten up your week, if you've got some Halloween hangovers or the Halloween blues, here we are, Cedric and I, in the studio to show you career through the video radio. How you doing, Cedric?
I'm doing well.
I love to see someone rocking a t-shirt as well. It gets more and more sparse here in career. People like dress really appropriate for the season, right?
That's true.
But I'm a Brit, and us Brits, yeah, you'll often see people even wearing shorts and t-shirts sometimes in the winter in Britain if there's a bit of sunshine. So I'm glad you're rocking it today as well.
Nothing beats a solid t-shirt.
Yeah,
it's really comfortable.
Indoors in Korea, everyone has the ondol and the heating, so it can be just a normal temperature all year round. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm totally on board with that. Have you had a good week since we last saw you? Did you get up to anything for Halloween or seen the autumn leaves or anything like that?
No, well, it wasn't that adventurous for me this week. Just doing a little bit of work, staying inside. But I did get a chance to watch a scary movie last night. I know yesterday wasn't technically Halloween.
What did you watch?
The Sixth Sense.
Oh, is that, I'm assuming, not your first time?
That is actually my first time, I'm ashamed to say.
Wowzers.
I'm ashamed to say it.
What did you think?
Oh, it was, you know what, without giving any spoilers, I thought it was scary here and there. I was like, it's all right. But
did you know the spoiler before you watched it?
No, I did not. I did not.
How did you keep that under wraps for 21
years? I don't know,
Cedric?
Peter, but here's the thing. At the very end, because if you've watched the movie, like at the very end, it all makes sense. And I was just like mind blown. Because I was just like, oh, this is okay. And then at the end, I was like, wow, this is great.
That was M. Night Shyamalan, right?
Yeah.
And that was his first massive hit. And that's his thing, is having that twist. And that's what made it famous. He's had some hits and misses since. But that one, I must have watched it maybe in 2001, like a couple of years after, and I knew the twist. And I don't think we need to say spoiler alert. Everyone has seen this, and everyone knows the I see dead people thing. Yeah,
right.
How did you avoid that? That's amazing. So it must have been pretty good, because if you watch it without the spoiler, I've not heard a bad word about it. Pretty much, yeah. Wow, amazing stuff. A good one to choose for Halloween as well.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm a little ashamed because I am. I call myself a filmmaker, but I haven't seen this one. But yeah.
I feel like we've taken a time machine back to the 90s. That's awesome. What did I watch? I watched something weird yesterday as well. Not too scary. Oh, The School Nurse Files. It's a new thing on the flicks, and it's a Korean adaptation from a novel that our writer, I think our producer might recommend it as well, but definitely our writer. And it's really weird. Like, it's about all this jelly that apparently everyone releases without knowing, like our emotions, a little jelly. So if we shake someone's hand and we like them, there's jelly in between it, and one woman can see all this, and then there's bad jellies that she has to slay with a plastic sword. I'm not sure if I like it yet. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm on board. I only got halfway through one episode, but it made me feel, this is kind of Halloween-y as well.
Sure.
Today's hashtag is an interesting one. Well, maybe for Americans, there's only one campaign, hashtag campaign, that comes to mind. But what would you like to say about the hashtag, Cedric?
Oh, man. So I don't want to stress myself out with what's going on in the States and politics. So let's
it's
choose
tomorrow, American time,
it's
right?
Tomorrow, yeah.
Wow.
So 2 days away, basically.
All right, so let's ignore that.
Or west, yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. It's been stressful, but campaign. I've been thinking about creating short films and eventually a feature film. And one of the ways that filmmakers can do that is by raising money. And so, I've been thinking about maybe possibly starting a campaign in the future once I have a nice story idea and maybe want, a little bit of budget behind, because I need some actors and some help.
It's easier to do these days with the internet, with like crowdfunding, right?
Yeah.
Whereas before, I guess you just have to ask your friends, maybe go on the street with a little sketchboard and say, give to my film or something like that. I'm sure you'll be able to achieve your target, Cedric, especially people who watch K-Patch. They know how good your movies can be.
Well, yeah, I appreciate that, yeah.
Good to look forward to. We've got a couple of messages from our listeners before we move on to today's K-Patch topic. Sarah Louise Walsh says, I once campaigned to save my local hospital, but it failed, and that was my first and only campaign. Don't let that put you off campaigns, right? Maybe the next one will succeed.
That was great that you tried.
Exactly. It's better to put in the effort. And Noor said, I would love to join a campaign for beautiful six-pack abs. Are you talking about for the men in your life or for you particular, Noor? I wonder. As someone who doesn't go to the gym and looking at your arms on the video here, Ceddy, is it easy to get a six-pack?
No.
Really?
Not at all.
Is that a tough one?
It is. I mean, because it's obviously physical, and also a lot of it has to do with the kitchen in which you eat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you've got to be strict with that diet too?
Yeah.
All right. So, no, that campaign is on pause at the moment. We'll let you know any updates. If any of our members have one, we might show it to you for a birthday surprise. Today's theme, where have we gone? What are we seeing?
So we're going to see one of the most popular, and I believe it is the largest underground mall in Korea, and it's the COEX. Mm-hmm. And this is located in the Samsung neighborhood in the Gangnam district. And so we're going to check out what's right outside of the mall.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a huge screen. I think you already alluded to it earlier, and it's absolutely amazing.
On the ground level there. Yeah, don't get confused. I don't think it has anything to do with the electronics company by the same name, but it's called Samsung Station, right? It's actually spelt differently in English, I guess. Samseong, rather than UNG, although it's pronounced the same way in Korean, right? Okay, so let's take a look at the ground level then.
So many screens set up.
And that is the famous one, right?
This is the main one.
There's actually quite a few to look at here, I see. On the ground level as well. And then up there in the top with lots of adverts for, obviously, some brands.
Right, and we're just waiting for the main event.
Is that like on a schedule?
It is. So on the top of the hour and also every 30 minutes.
Okay, so after the ads are finished, which, by the way, look amazing in themselves, like 3D.
Oh my goodness, you have to be there. So you can see the countdown there.
Oh.
And this is the public media art display.
Wow.
And this is a giant whale.
That's cruelty to animals.
Well, yeah, it would be, but this is an electronic display.
That looks amazing.
Cool.
It does look like a fish tank.
Yeah, he just swims around. He even does like little rolls in there. It's kind of cute. But I mean, the movement is unreal. It feels like a real whale. Look at that.
So that's public media art. I know they sometimes have the crashing waves in there. I've not seen this one before though.
Right. I was actually expecting to see the waves, but yeah, they had the whale on display. And so the funny thing was, because I was going there expecting to see the very popular and famous waves, because it just looks like giant waves in I guess, fish tank, a giant fish tank.
Yeah, just crashing against the sides.
Right, but what they actually ended up doing was they switched out the actual media. So we went out there twice. We went out there and we saw the whale, and then we went inside. And then we came back out maybe 2 hours later, and it was the whale again. So I figured, maybe they just sort of switched out the art.
I guess they want to keep it fresh.
Yeah, but the whale is cool too.
It looks beautiful.
Oh my goodness!
It's like a lovely whale.
I'm telling you guys, if you are actually there, it looks so real.
I mean, even on the screen, it looks like there's depth to it. It looks like it's a cuboid rather than just plastered across a couple of sides of the building there.
Exactly.
How do they do that without 3D glasses or anything?
Yeah, so I mean, I guess it's the way they create it, because if you see, you have the long side, the front part of the panel, and then it wraps around to just the one side, the left side. And
it's
they're
all
able
one screen, right?
Right. And so they're able to create that effect. So that's insane.
Yeah, I have seen that screen, but every time I've gone, it's just been the adverts, which in itself, I must say, consumerism aside, just look amazing. They always have amazingly well-made adverts. They don't rent it out to any Tom, Dick or Harry. You got to have a lot of money, I think,
I'm sure,
to be able to have something played. I think we're going to show you, listeners, this video of the waves that were available to see before. It's a bit more dynamic.
Right.
But you see what I mean? It looks I don't know, you can get an even bigger 3D impression that the waves are crashing against the front of that screen. That's unbelievable stuff.
Just looks amazing. And you know what the cool thing is? This whole wave display obviously got a lot of attention in Korea, but also got a lot of international attention. It was featured on different news networks. One mainly in the U.S. is CNN featured it.
Wow, they put it on their news reports. Yeah, because I've never seen screens like this. I mean, we've got Piccadilly Circus, kind of like Times Square, which has a load of old school just lit up signs, you know, nothing like this.
Right.
That is brilliant. And you can see in the background as well, some of our listeners commenting, there's SM Town's Atrium as well. And I guess it's kind of along those arty things that this screen is installed there.
Right.
That's fantastic.
It's a perfect location for it.
Was there sound as well? Because I can hear wave sounds here, but for the whale and stuff, are there speakers around there or anything?
No, so
Just
with the
silent?
whale, there was nothing. The ads didn't have any sounds, from what I can remember. So I'm wondering if they added the sound effect in post just for the video.
Yeah, because I don't remember speakers around there.
Right, that would be a lot of speakers, a lot of sound there. Yeah. So this was actually installed back in 2018 in March.
So it's not that old.
It's not that old, and I didn't really even know about it until the waves thing really made public headways. But so just a little bit about this actual size of the screen. It's 81 meters wide and 20 meters tall, which is enough to fit 4 basketball courts.
Wow, that's how big it is. You don't really get the scale because it's up high a little bit.
Right.
And that's the biggest in Korea, the biggest...
Right, the biggest in Korea. And I believe, if I remember correctly, there are going to be more displays like this in the works. Yeah, as I was reading and researching a little bit. So this is just really the first, and I think it kind of kicks off what we might potentially be able to see. But the problem is potentially a lot of people here in Korea are starting to complain, especially in the Samsung neighborhood, about some of the lighting pollution. So I think there's a little bit of, I guess, back and forth with that. So
yeah, it does look very vivid and bright. So
you can see it from like a mile away. It's insane.
It's not going to be compatible. There's also a department store just behind there, the H one, which has a huge screen on the side of its building in its own right, in addition to the ones we saw in your video. So it's just screen central there. We'll get to loads of your messages. You sound really impressed on YouTube, all you listeners, after a song from Day 6, Where the Sea Sleeps, 파도가 끝나는 곳까지. Need to add on that was not just Day 6, it was Day 6 even of day, I believe, some kind of subunit, but it wasn't on my cue sheet because the title was too long. I do apologise. Thank you, Faz, for pointing that out. Nice track to kind of chill out to, Where the Sea Sleeps, maybe watching those waves, although they didn't look very peaceful, the ones
no, it's
on that
quite
screen.
opposite of peaceful.
We've got loads of messages from you guys, really loving that. Cam saying that is a really realistic whale. It's amazing. Yeah, it looks like you can see all the detail of some kind of carvings in it or something like that, it looked like.
Yeah, it's kind of like glittery, or I don't know. But it's just a vivid version of a real looking whale.
Yeah, housed in a small tank.
Yeah. Zana says it looks like a real huge aquarium. Like if I was there, I might open my umbrella, scared the water to pour down. Yes, it does. It does feel that real and that 3D.
Yeah, my friend went there. He came from the UK over the summertime, and he said it seemed like the water was going to come out. Like if you're there, that's what seems like it's going to happen. Maybe the whale, because it looks a little bit not like a real whale, like an arty whale, you're a bit more like, oh, that's okay, that's just an image. But if it's a real thing in there, you might get confused.
Right.
Name Lita also saying, Tebek, the wave is so real. Siska saying 3D wave so amazing. Yana saying it always looks 3D. It's so awesome, Peter. Thank you for those.
Yeah, and to add on, Josh Lee says that looks dope. The waves look like a pool during an earthquake. I've never been in or around a pool during an earthquake, but I don't think I want to experience that.
You'd assume it might look like that, yeah?
Yeah.
And you got one last one?
Okay, Hartley says, what is the whale made of? It appears to be a mosaic or something. That's a good question. Not really sure. I mean, like looking at it again, it just looks like a very digital, vibrant I guess, looking whale.
Yeah, I was trying to hone in on it, but it just reminded me of like hieroglyphics from what I could see, but I could be wrong.
Sure.
Or some kind of Illuminati secret code on there, but I'm sure it's just for the art side of things to make it look fancy. What are we going to see now? We've seen the first floor, I suppose, the outside of COEX.
Right. So now we're going to go down to the basement level inside, and we're going to visit the very popular and probably one of the most photogenic spots in Seoul. It just looks like... it's the Starfield Library.
Okie dokie. It also doubles up, I believe, as a bookshop as well, right? So you can check out the books like that. We're going to get the video lined up for you now. And I've been here multiple times, and I'm a bit confused about some of the books on the top shelves, how you're meant to reach them. Let's take a look. Okay, so this looks standard until now, and you see that that's meters upon meters tall over there.
Right, it's insane.
Wowzers. And I'm assuming by the tag library, you can just come in and just peruse a few books. You don't have to buy them all.
Right, that's what a lot of people were doing, you know, while I was just going around shooting. But yeah, so it's a free public space, no admission. You don't have to buy anything, though I'm sure they would love for you to.
And they've got lots of seating areas like this, and I see those signs for distancing during COVID. And I wonder if these books, can you just take them out while you're on the escalator? Because they're so high up. Yeah.
Right. You can snap a photo there, of course.
So up until arm's distance, they are real books that you can take out.
Right.
Amazing.
Yeah, and so you'll see this probably on any like must-see list in Seoul in terms of like spots to visit.
They've always got, well, in non-COVID times at least, like author events there where they'll come and then people in an audience will gather for a book signing or a reading or something like that. Maybe not so much now. And they've also got a kids area which we've used while in that shopping centre. While mum or dad was shopping, one of us would look after them, and it would while away maybe 30 minutes for free. Not bad at all. Yeah. And it looks amazing for the photos, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
You look intelligent.
Yeah, and fun fact, well, Becky, she posted the photo there just a couple of days ago, and then the library actually messaged her and said, hey, we love it, can we repost it?
Wow.
So that's pretty cool.
That's brilliant, and they've used it for their own account.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Fantastic.
But yeah, so this I guess Starfield Library, in Korean is 별마당 도서관. This was actually featured on a recent 2020 romantic comedy, 청춘 기록, or as it's translated, Record of Youth.
Oh, I think that's the one with Park Bo-gum, if I'm not mistaken, and the girl from Parasite.
Yes.
Yeah, it would make a great backdrop to a drama, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So this is made its appearance in that drama. So very popular, and I'm sure you've probably seen it here and there on Korean TV or shows. But yeah, so a little bit about this library. Again, it's open to the public, and the actually the tall bookshelves stands about 13 meters high.
Well, you said 81 meters for that screen, so now that sounds really small to me.
I know, right?
I want 80 meters of bookshelves, not just 13.
Right.
Still pretty impressive, isn't it?
Right, especially when you're there. And they have over 50,000 books, ranging from literature to hobby, so many different genres of books.
Nice.
And over 400 types of magazines. And really, it's spread out over 2 floors. So you have the basement floor, but also there's a ground level, which is the second floor inside there.
That's why there's so much natural light in there, because that glass area at the top, like the housing, is just on the first floor, right?
Right.
Because to be honest, the COEX, it was around since, I don't know, maybe the late 90s and definitely 2002 World Cup. But the original COEX, it was kind of a little bit claustrophobic. There wasn't too much like natural light, but they revamped it maybe 5 years ago or so.
Okay.
And so there's much more brightness coming in from the first floor down into the basement. And the library is the best place if you do feel claustrophobic to get yourself to.
Sure,
and enjoy sitting around there. Yeah, it's really a nice place. I mean, the COEX itself, they've always got amazing stuff happening. That's where I watched the 2010, I think it was, World Cup. Like, you can watch it outside in the big street. Usually they would have a temporary screen. But I wonder, they could perhaps use that new screen, right?
Well, they actually did in 2018 for the World Cup.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so it was complete in time for the World Cup. So apparently there were about 40,000 people watching it all together.
There are thousands upon thousands there all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I think since 2002, that's been one of the venues. The problem is, because there's so many people, to get to the toilet and back to your seat is impossible.
You better hold it.
Some people just relieve themselves in their spots. It's really
Seriously?
unbelievable. Yes, I don't know why.
That's how serious the World Cup is with Korea.
That would be amazing, though, to watch it on that screen. I wonder if they could do it 3D, like the players actually running in there, but I assume they just project it up there somehow.
Right.
Unbelievable. Many of you guys have been commenting on this. Siska saying, I want to take a picture in that library, but there's too many people when I went there. It was too crowded. It seems like it wasn't too bad when you went. What time was that? On what day?
Let's see. That was, I believe, mid or early afternoon-ish. Yeah, around 2 o'clock.
On a weekday?
On a weekday.
Okay.
Yeah, so I believe that was Thursday.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, for a photographer, if you really want to get like really nice photography-based shots, it's really difficult with the amount of people in there.
I can imagine.
Yeah,
right?
so I was lucky enough to get that shot of Becky, but yeah, all the other shots, there's just people all over. So it's
I
like,
can
I
imagine.
can't use it.
Metal Z Boy saying, I would so climb that. By the time I got down, I'd be the smartest guy in the world. I think they highly discourage climbing of the bookshelves there. And I think most of the ones on the upper shelves, they're just for display. Like, you can't reach up to them.
Yeah, I did a little bit of snooping, and right outside, in the first part of the video, you saw the books on the top.
Yeah.
Those books are actually fake.
Okay, they're not real books. They're just for the aesthetics, right?
Exactly.
All right, let's get to another song. We'll be back with some of your photos and videos. Show us anything that you think is along these lines, because it's quite open today, right? It could be a shopping area, it could be a library, it could be a giant screen. Send us in photos, videos, and your messages. Kakao Talk, our username is DailyK. Let's get on to some Mamamoo now. 별이 빛나는 밤, Starry Night. Playing that one, Starry Night, because it's at the, I guess it is a shopping centre brand name, so we'll scoot around it now. The Field of Stars Library over at the COEX. They do have other branches of that shopping centre. It's my favourite, I must say, in Hanam and over in Goyang. But I don't think they have anything like that in terms of the libraries there. Maybe a smaller version. I've been a couple of times. I don't remember anything like that kind of centrepiece, at least. We've got some messages to read out from our listeners as well.
Yeah, Zana says, I wish to come here, referring to the library. I just love to look at books, not read. Just look.
I guess I'm
with you.
You could get away with sounding smart if you just casually dropped in, I love looking at books, and then no one questions it. They just assume you meant to read it, I guess. Nur saying, wow, there's so many books. I would love to stay in that library. And that's the great thing. As Cedric said, there's no entry fee. There's no real entrance as well. You saw from his video, there are stores kind of in between, and you can just walk around there, sit on the desk there for hours upon hours, and no one really cares.
Right. Right, exactly. Hartley says, I bet Mr. Fantastic would love that library. He'd be the only one to get the books from the top. Well, I suppose Ant-Man could get up there too. And Spider-Man, of course.
There you go. Many superheroes, but then they'd be disappointed, as Cedric revealed. They're mostly fake books.
Yeah, but it looks cool for a picture.
There you go, for a selfie for Peter Parker. Aimlita says, I really like the library spot at the COEX. It's so cool. Lots of books as well. And Yana saying, yeah, isn't there somewhere else with a setting like this too, like a branch of it? Certainly of that shopping centre as I mentioned, Zana, but with the same kind of feel. I know over at Yongsan they have a concert hall there. I think it's called Blue Square. There they have a bookstore as well, which has not similar in terms of the wooden shelves, but it's all metallic. It looks cool. Many libraries, or I should say bookstores in Korea, have nice aesthetics as well. So go and visit those, I suppose. Time to get on to our listener videos. We're going to start off with Siska's.
Yep, so Siska is introducing us to the Grand Indonesian shopping mall, as it's the largest shopping mall in Jakarta. They have a fountain show inside the mall. Also a luxurious CGV cinema, as you saw.
Concert hall as well.
Yes, it's beautiful. And Mal Taman Anggrek Orchid Garden, which is their big LED screen like the one at the COEX.
That's even bigger, it looks like. It covered the whole of the exterior there. That was amazing.
Right, and they also have a sky rink too.
Oh,
so I guess that's the skating rink?
Yeah.
In the sky, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe on the top floors. Who knows? I was going to mention that actually over at COEX in the wintertime. I'm guessing maybe not because of the COVID virus. There's a skating rink outside there, which is really rather nice usually, and it's usually sponsored by one of the luxury brands there. I don't know why, but they make it absolutely beautiful there and in front of City Hall. Thank you for that, Siska. What do you feel about shopping malls, Cedric? Are you one who likes to visit, or is it like a hassle and a chore to go?
Surprisingly, I actually love going to malls. Yeah, ever since I was a kid, I love looking at things, buying things. So I'm not that stereotypical, I guess, guy, as you could say, that hates the shopping and the girlfriend loves to shop. We both love to just go to the mall. And
me too. You know, I used to hate it when I was a kid. I remember when my mum would say, let's go clothes shopping. I'd be like, that's the worst thing in the world I could imagine. But I don't know, now with kids, to see the joy they get from buying a little toy, and then when we can, like, on the sly, go clothes shopping at the same time.
Right.
And I don't know if you've been to those Field of Stars at Koyang or Hanam, Cedric. Those shopping centres are the best in Korea by far.
Yes, I've been to the Koyang one, yeah.
I just love them. And you can do everything there, like eat, go to the cinema, go and do some activities, some sports stuff, yeah.
It's a one-stop shop.
Brilliant. Ingyin has also got on board with us, and this is related also to a hashtag earlier, but just, I guess, some impressive lighting, like the boards we saw. This is the Seoul Lantern Festival some years ago along the Cheonggyecheon stream. Look at all those flying fish, I suppose, in the air. And then there's one of Sejong, I believe. Is that Sejong?
What is he doing?
I'm not sure if that is Sejong. I thought it was with Hangul, but someone caring for someone who's sick, so maybe a figure from history. And then also some other Joseon Dynasty, looks like scholars or something there. Have you ever seen the Lantern Fest, Sedi?
No, I've seen just photos.
It's going to be taking place, we mentioned earlier for catering, that it's going to be in 4 locations across the capital this time, in Jamsil and stuff like that.
Beautiful.
That earlier character was Hojun, apparently, a famous figure in Korean history. Thanks for sending that in, Yin. We've got some more to show you as well from Sophie in Malaysia, another shopping centre here that I see you've sent in. This looks like Surya Sabat. I love anywhere with lots of glass, because then you get lots of natural lighting in there, right?
Right. That actually kind of reminds me of the COEX Center right next to the mall.
Yeah.
Just the shape of it.
The like first floor area. As we scroll through the pictures, you said it's one of the shopping centres you most like. It's a interesting, unique design, and they've also got kind of like the Arc de Triomphe pattern. Oh, really? Like kind of taking some inspiration from the French iconic place. And you said it's by the seaside, and it's got beautiful scenery at night, beautiful lights, and the same goes for Imego Shopping Mall. It's also by the seaside with some beautiful lights at night. Oh, a shopping centre in front of the seaside. That sounds amazing. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Right.
Yeah, I'd love to go shopping with the beach in stone's throw, I suppose. We've got some photos from you as well, Cedric, for part 3.
I just wanted to show you guys, actually in the States, when I worked in New York City for a couple years.
Where is this?
This is the New York Public Library. Actually, there are many public library locations, but this is the U.S. National Historic Landmark, sort of the flagship.
Is this the
location.
icon that you see in some films when they go to the library in New York? I think... Was it Day After Tomorrow, that disaster weather film? I don't know if you've seen that.
I have not.
I won't spoil it for you. You can watch that. They go there and they're doing some research in there, and then when they come out, it's covered in snow.
Yeah, likely, because this is, I mean, I've been in there a couple of times. Again, it's open to the public too.
Look at that fresco on the ceiling. That's beautiful.
It is absolutely gorgeous when you go in there. Has such a, I don't want to say nostalgic, but it's a very old-timey vibe, you know, based off of the, I guess, the old school architecture architecture.
That's unbelievable. It kind of looks a little bit like a scene from Harry Potter as well. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a place that I used to go to sometimes just to look at the books.
And then Times Square is this?
Times Square, and of course, I guess if Samsung neighborhood wants to become the Times Square of Korea, they have a long way to go because this is just screens upon screens.
I didn't realize it was like the whole street. I thought the iconic bit is that bit where the road kind of splits into two.
Right.
And then you've got the LED screens, I think, on one of the buildings. But behind that, I guess there's all the LEDs on either side.
Yeah, so it's about, I would say, maybe 2 blocks or so of LEDs, and then from there it just kind of like trickles down. I mean, most of Midtown is very well lit.
Yeah.
But this is sort of the LED central, and just advertising, I guess ads just everywhere screaming at you.
Yeah, I know it's all commercialism, consumerism, but I love Piccadilly Circus as well. That's our equivalent in the UK. In Leicester Square, it's all lit up. And the movie is The Day After Tomorrow in English, but the Korean title, funnily enough, is just Tomorrow. Which is a completely different day. But anyway, 2004, watch that.
Beautiful. I have to put it on my list.
It's a good film, yeah. It's got Jake Gyllenhaal, I believe, in it. Thank you so much for coming in today, Cedric. What's next week's theme that we want people to get onto? So
I'm going to be taking you guys to a sort of a traditional village, but it's a mix of modern and traditional.
Oh, I would like to see how different it is from Torningman as well, that museum village we went to. Yeah. So if there's a traditional village in your neck of the woods, do show us by next Monday, and Cedric, we'll see you then as well.
See you guys next week.
Let's play some BTS now. This one dedicated to Faz in particular, Dynamite.